All right, step 6 when you're PCSing to Vance Air Force Base in Enid, Oklahoma, guys, is the inspection period. It is the inspection period. So in this video, we're going to go deep on the inspection period because the more knowledge you have, the less stressful and the less risky anything seems. Not just moving to, relocating to, or even moving from Vance Air Force Base to another Air Force base, but in general, the more info you have, the less risky, the less stressful any situation is. So let's go ahead and get into it. So, step 1 of 6 is the actual home and termite inspections. Home and termite inspections. So, you want to get this done ASAP, guys. This is like speed dating your house. You're not marrying the house yet. You're speed dating the house. The marriage is later. It's step 8. It's the closing. Right now, step 6, it's the inspections. So, the home inspector will show up. They'll inspect everything. They'll give you the honey-do list compared to the age of the home. They'll tell you if you need additional inspections, like if you need a roof inspection, a foundation inspection, heat and air inspection, a electrical inspection, or plumbing inspection. They'll give you the info on if you need those additional things. And if you do, then we'll book those immediately. We'll call local contractors to come in and book those immediately and look at them and give us not only an inspection report, guys, but also an estimate report. So we know the numbers that we're dealing with. Okay. So in Oklahoma, you definitely want to always make sure to get those home inspections done ASAP, because if you need additional inspections, those inspectors, we've only got a certain amount of time to get the inspections done. Those inspectors may be booked out further than that, and so we'd have to extend the inspection timeline. But if we get the inspections done right away, then we can usually get those secondary inspectors in and get those secondary inspections done within the timeline to keep you on pace to close and be able to move into your new home when you're PCSing to Vance Air Force Base. So does that make sense? The inspection period? Thumbs up. Thumbs up if that makes sense, the inspection period. Okay. Also, what's going on, guys, is the seller is having their title company start abstracting. And if the seller chose to use your title company, then they're having your title company start abstracting. But sellers can choose their own title company and buyers can choose their own title company. But once the abstracting is done, then the title company attorney or a secondary attorney that doesn't work directly for the title company, they create a title report. And once that title report is done, it lists everything that gives you marketable title. And then it also lists things that are exclusions. Things that are exclusions, guys. Now, what you want to keep in mind is the abstracting and title report are surface rights only. That's not what the contract says you're getting. That's not what the contract says you're getting. So you always, always, always want to check that title report. And 1, make sure the people on the title report are the right people. 2, make sure the legal the property legal description is correct. And then 3, you know what all the exceptions are, because the exceptions to your title policy are the items that are not being covered. So if you're wanting to move into a neighborhood that doesn't have an HOA and in the exceptions it says there's an HOA, you need to be aware of that. Even though the HOA is not active, it doesn't mean that everybody can't get together and possibly make it active again. Or if the neighborhood has covenants, creeds, and restrictions, like if you want an 8-foot fence, but they've got a restriction, only 6-foot fences, that's something you'll want to be aware of. Or if you want to have, 4 or 6 chickens and the covenants, creeds, and restrictions say no chickens, no poultry, that's something you want to be aware of. So getting that title report and looking at the exceptions is very, very important, guys. Very important when you're PCSing and buying a home in the Enid, Oklahoma metro area. Does that make sense? Okay, title report, that makes sense what they're doing? Okay, thumbs up. Comment down below if I'm missing something. Reach out to me. Reach out to the agents that I work with, the EXP Realty, of course, if you've got questions on it. And also, guys, when you're PCSing to Vance Air Force Base, if you've got orders to Vance or if you've got orders to leave Vance, you finish school and you're going on to the next step in your Air Force career, guys, call us, text us, email us. The agents that I work with, the EXP Realty and I, we're absolutely here to help you with all your real estate needs. That's what we do. We want to help you buy and sell your home when you're PCSing and then relocating from Vance Air Force Base. Okay, let's go ahead and step into the third thing that is being inspected at the same time that the home inspection is going on and the title report and abstracting is going on, guys, is your lender is inspecting you. They're inspecting the home. Now, they don't do a home inspection, they do what's called an appraisal. And the appraiser works for the secondary market. The appraiser, you pay the appraiser, but the bank has to get the appraisal to sell the loan on the secondary market. So it's another fee that you have to incur throughout the process so that the lender can sell the loan on the secondary market, i.e., to Fannie or Freddie. So the appraiser comes in, makes sure the value of the home is there and there's no material defects or conditions they need to put on the appraisal to make sure that the home meets those secondary market guidelines. Because when they bundle all these loans up in $5 million increments and sell them on the back end, all the houses have to be uniform. All the houses have to be uniform. That's what the appraiser is doing. He's not there for you. He's not there for the bank. He's there for the secondary market. So if that's really interesting, you have questions about that, put down in the comments below. And the underwriter, they're verifying everything that you put on that application, and they're verifying the docs that you're providing to make sure those docs are true and accurate, and you're not trying to create loan fraud. So they're looking at your application. They're looking at your 2 months bank statements, your 2 months pay stubs, your 2 months, what is it called? Your 2 years tax returns. They're getting verification of employment. They're doing all that stuff to make sure that what you said on that application is true and correct. And then item number 4 that you got to check out in Oklahoma. We have tornadoes. We have hail. We have crazy wind. You've got to really, really shop your insurance companies. You've got to pay attention to how much your deductible is, because a lot of deductibles now are a minimum $5,000 or a minimum of 2% of the home. So 2% off $400,000 home is $8,000. If it's a $5,000 deductible, then it's $5,000. Does that make sense? And wind and hail's deductible is totally different than fire and then everything else. Wind and hail is its own separate thing. And then you also want to make sure that you're getting 100% roof replacement, 100% roof replacement, not just cost value depreciation insurance on your roof. If you're getting cost value depreciation insurance on your roof, 9 times out of 10, it's not even going to cover half the roof cost. And right now, at the time of this video, 1,400 square foot house roof is going to cost between $11,000, $15,000. 2,200 square foot house roof is going to cost anywhere between $25,000 and $35,000, guys, depending on the decking. The decking is the biggest cost when it comes to a roof. If you're buying an existing home or a home that wasn't built within the last 5-10 years, the roof decking is really, really important that you want to pay attention to. So your insurance company, during this timeline that you're dating the house, you're not marrying the house yet, you're not falling in love with the house yet, you're dating, you're seeing if you want to fall in love with, the insurance is a big item that you want to check out and you want to get more familiar with when it comes to buying your home. So those are the 4 things, the 4 main things during the inspection period that is going on with your home, the inspection, investigation, reviews. Those are the 4 things. Rewind the video, watch it again, put questions down in the comments below. If I missed something, put questions down in the comments below. And remember, when you're PCSing to or moving to Enid, Oklahoma, or if you're ready to sell your Enid, Oklahoma house and move away, or if you want to sell your Enid, Oklahoma house and move to a different house in Enid, Oklahoma, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. The agents that I work with, eXp Realty, and I, we're absolutely here to help you with all your real estate needs. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on the next video, and I'll see you guys on the next one.